Hi, Lisa. How are you? How are you doing, beautiful? How's your day going? Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're just now coming in, hi, sunshine. Hello. How are you? Welcome in Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, to the TikTok. Thank you for being in the building with us today. I appreciate you. To all my followers on all my platforms, I'm more than honored, more than humbled that you have trusted me and that you are here with me. And I appreciate you. Excuse me. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hop into our daily reading. Today's daily reading is for Wellness Wednesday. It's about 4:46. It's a little bit earlier than normal, but it's because my certain days of the week I'm not done until 9 p.m. and it makes it really late for me to do the daily reading. So I have this gap. I just finished with the client at 4:30. So I figure, you know what? Let me squeeze this in. Let me squeeze this in. So today's reading is going to be day 336, and we're going to be reading December the 3rd. December the 3rd. No, December the 3rd, day 336. December the 3rd, day 336. Creating me a clean heart. I'm trying to make sure I can see y'all. Y'all know I need reading glasses now. All right, here I am. Hi, Cece. Hi, the favorite one. Hi, I am Reeves. Hi, Yoka. Welcome in, beauties. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me make sure we're live on Insta, because we do be live on some old Instagram over here, you guys. Hi, Niche. How are you? We be live, so welcome in Insta if you're just now getting here. Welcome in TikTok if you're just now arriving. So we're going to go ahead and do our daily reading, and then I'm going to close us out. Today is Wellness Wednesday. Just a really quick one, so let's get into it. It says, let go of leftover guilt. Why do you feel guilty when you're doing what you've been led to do? That nagging, gnawing feeling of guilt is leftovers from another period when we didn't love ourselves. It's leftover from another time when we didn't trust ourselves. Leftover from another place when we didn't know life could be fun, easy, natural, and joy could be ours. Feeling guilty and anxious about the new thing you're doing, the new place you're going, the new adventure you're on is part of your resistance to the lesson. Part of your shying back from the idea that you can truly, absolutely, and fundamentally love yourself and enjoy all parts of your life. Hi, Nana. Soon you will see that you've been led to the very place you're at right now. Hi, Christian. Hi, Seeking Divine. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Orange. The very thing you are feeling guilty and anxious about is the very thing you've been led to do to take you on your next adventure. Life is abundant. We can bask in self-love and the healing resources around us. Our movements, our activities, our days, our hours, and our nights can flow easily, naturally, and we can do the things we're led to do without feeling guilty. Recognize the guilt and anxiety of resistance as just as that, resistance. Then let yourself go on a journey of love without spoiling it with guilt. Liking that. Okay, our daily reading said, let's see what we said on day 36. Today, let's talk about the part of wellness people avoid. The body keeps score even when you stay silent. Hi, Claire. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Okay. Today, let's talk about the part of wellness people avoid. The body keeps score even when you stay silent. Your shoulders tense from old stress. Your stomach knots from unspoken fear. Your cravings spike when you carry emotional weight. And your sleep breaks when your spirit is overloaded. This isn't weakness. This is wisdom. Your body speaks the truth your mouth avoids. Today is about listening inward. Do not to diet rules, not to shame, not to food noise, but to the signals your body has been sending while you've been too busy surviving. Ask yourself today, what does stress live in? Where does stress live in my body? What emotion am I trying to numb with food or busyness? What part of me is calling for the rest, not restriction? And what tension have I been normalizing? Well, this isn't just about getting better, eating better, drink water, move. Wellness is the nervous system healing. It's emotional honesty. It's choosing grounding over grinding. It's pausing long enough to hear what your spirit has been whispering. Your body isn't betraying you, it's begging you to come home. Slow down today. Check in with yourself. Breathe deeper. Welcome in, everyone. Soften your jaw. Unclench your heart. You deserve a relationship with your body that feels safe. Hi, Tam. Not stressful. And this moment of awareness is the beginning of that healing. Thank you for letting me share. Golden Illuminati, welcome in, boo. Welcome in, gorgeous. We just finished our reading. Literally, I just read the last line. Thank you, beautiful. How are you doing today? Hi, Yum Yum. How you feeling, beautiful? So glad to see you. Hey, Jess, how are you? I'm wonderful. I'm staying warm. I'm loving the travel. I'm loving everything about everything. I'm loving it. Like the new adventures, just expanding into new air. I'm literally loving it. Right now, I don't have any complaints, guys. Everything is working out already before I even touch it. Everything I'm concerned about, or if there's any need that's not met, God has already figured it out for me. So I don't have to worry. I don't have to fret. God is already working it out on my behalf. I know it's already done on my behalf. So I don't have to worry. Show no love. How are you? So I don't have to worry as much. I've learned to give it to God. I need Him to do it because I can't do it. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. So I need Him to give me the strength, the witty ideals, and the tenacity needed to carry it out. Yeah. Excuse me. Any questions for Coach tonight? Welcome in, NT. Thank you for coming. Hi, TR. Hi, some of the ladies. I just saw some of you guys to pop in really quick. I wanted to shout out to you as well and say good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you guys so much for being here. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you for being such rock stars with me today. It's 4:54 in Arizona. We went live a little early because remember I've been going live pretty late because of the what time I get done with my appointments. And so on certain days of the week, my appointments go until 9:30, 10. And I wanted to try to get this live done because I'm really exhausted afterwards. So what happens is I'm so tired when I'm done with all this emotional work that, yo, I'd be ready to go to bed. So I wanted to get our reading done because I didn't want to let you guys down. So we're getting our reading done. Yeah, it's done. We just finished it. Yeah, we is not playing around, y'all. We is leaving this year strong. I got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do, so I'm focused. Yeah, I took on some more responsibilities for another business, so I got to keep my ducks in a row and stay focused. So I'm not going to keep you guys too long. Thank you so much for popping in. For those of you who did, thank you so much for those of you who tapped the like button and hung out with me. Thank you so much, Golden Illuminati. Thank you so much, Tia, for rocking me and keeping me safe. Can you talk about the tea and the bands? Oh, of course I can, darling. Sure. Okay, so the detox tea, you're gonna drink it 20 minutes, or you're gonna drink it in the morning, 20 minutes on an empty stomach. So you're gonna drink it in the morning. You're gonna utilize, if you don't, you can get the Von B tea from Amazon, which that's gonna contain all of your ingredients in one. But if you want to gather your ingredients together yourself, let me tell you what they are. Excuse me. You need a juice of a lemon, a leaf of a mint, 3 tablespoons of honey, 6 ounces of boiling hot water. Okay, and then you need like about 2 tablespoons of ginger shredded. You're gonna chop the mint up into little bitty pieces so you can swallow it easily. Okay, and then you're gonna mix your concoction together. Okay, so you got your lemon, you got your honey, you got your ginger, and you're gonna mix those all up together. Okay, your lemon, honey, and ginger, you're gonna mix those all up. Now, the ingredient that we call the magic is called Ionic Supreme, and that comes from Isogenics. If you need the link, let me know. But this has your ashwagandha root, your ginkgo, all your other herbs and vitamins and minerals in it. And we put those together. We drink it 20 minutes before we eat anything, and then we get on the vibration plate for 10 to 20 minutes. Drinking the detox tea and using the vibration plate consistently not only helps with weight loss, it helps with digestion, balance, stamina, sleep, endurance, your bowels, your body's functioning. It helps knock loose toxins and gooky stuff from your body and helps you release it through excreting urine instead of like a bowly type, like a poopy type cleanse. That's not what this is. This is going to focus on releasing the visceral fat around your organs, which is more dangerous. The most dangerous fat in your body is not the fat on your thighs, your ass, and your stomach. It is the fat surrounding your heart, your liver, your lungs, your kidney, your colon, etc. That is the most important. So when people tell me, "Oh, I clean my colon," your colon, the outside of your colon is what's being suffocated with fat, not inside. The fat in your stomach is around the outside of your colon. So I try to educate people about burning visceral fat versus cleaning their poop chute out. They're not the same. Okay. The next thing now, the bands, the way you use the bands, guys, let me educate you on those bands. Remember that plate I just told you about? So first and foremost, if you follow me a while, I actually walk around with a small band on 4 to 6 hours a day. I work from home, and one of the ways I keep my body toned and my resistance on point and my stamina strong is I actually walk around with a small resistance bands on. If you were on my Zoom earlier, on the live with me earlier, you saw that I had on the gray band, and I had that band on since 7 in the morning. And I just took it off. It's now 4 or 5. I just took it off maybe 2 hours ago. The bands can be used seated on the vibration plate or with any other equipment that you have. But the trick to the band is utilizing it with the vibration plate and the tea. The three of those together is how you see what you see. That's how you see what you see. Hey, my love is yours. Are you understand what I'm saying? I use very basic steps. I did not poop everywhere. I'm not starving myself. I did not diet. I did not run to the gym. I'm not going to the gym 40 hours a week. I'm not going 7 hours a day. It's not what I did. I'm telling you what I did. I rode the vibration plate for 20 to 30 minutes. I drank my detox tea 6 to 8 ounces twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. I took 2 protein shakes a day and ate 3 small snacks a day, one main meal at night, and I moved my body 4 times a week for 20 to 30 minutes. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. Oh my gosh, it's making my heart so warm. Okay. Okay. Because some of my babies I haven't got to talk to in a few weeks. So when I ain't gonna get to talk to my babies, y'all, I'll be nervous. So I'm getting to talk to all my love bugs now. So I'm feeling centered. I'm feeling centered. Okay, so back to the bands. Okay, so I want to show you a couple moves if you have mobility or knee issues. So you need to strengthen your mobility. Like, I'm not mobile. I'm not mobile. Stop saying you're not mobile and start doing stuff to get strong enough. So the reason why most people say they're not mobile is because when they move, their knees hurt and their back hurt. The problem is your knees and back are weak. So if you're plus size, been obese your whole life, struggle with your weight, blah 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 blah, these muscles get weakened. So your first assignment isn't to run to the gym and lift 100 pounds and run five marathons. Y'all know I don't believe in all that foolishness, right? Y'all know I think it's absolutely asinine for someone who hasn't worked out to drop 50 pounds and then try to go run a 5K. Why? Because I think about injury, burnout, and all of that stuff, right? Because what happens is if we don't properly prepare to put our bodies through things like that, you so what happens is we drop weight, we feel great, we look great, so we think, oh, let me run this marathon. And in some cases that's great and fine. But if you actually ask people who's done it like that, they would tell you that they wish they prepared better. They would also talk to you about being exhausted, having pain and swollen and tired, being dehydrated and lethargic days afterward, right? Now, the reason why this happens is because what we need to understand about people running these marathons and doing these races, they do some of these for a living. Their bodies is trained to do that. So many of us aren't getting the support we need, and no one is educating us on how to take good care of our bodies so that we can go out there and be successful at a 5K after dropping 50 pounds. Follow what I'm saying. I had a lady tell me, oh, coach, I'm running a 5K. I've been walking on the treadmill 10 minutes a day for the last 6 months, so I know I could do it. I said, sweetheart, they don't translate like you think. Are you going to walk during the 5K? And she said, no, I'm going to run. Does anybody see the concern? Running 10 minutes a day is different from running a 5K. Walking 10 minutes a day is it's different energy than running a 5K nonstop. There, this is how we get injured. This is how we get caught up. Because we're not thinking, oh, I need to train to do this. We don't think, let me get trained, right? We don't think, oh, let me go look this up and see what other real runners are doing. Let me go find someone who was maybe obese before and now they run marathons. Let me see how they train their body. We don't think that. We think, you know what, I got this weight off. I'm looking good. I got more energy. Let me get out here and run this 5K. And when we mess up our knee, jack up our back, sprain our ankle, get dehydrated, pass out, end up in the hospital, have a heat stroke, end up with the flu or something from wearing our immune system down, we wonder why the world is falling apart on us. Because we didn't prepare. Caring for your body is just as important as you getting on that scale. All that energy you put in believing in that scale, that same amount of intensity is intensity you need to care for your actual body. In today's society, it isn't just good enough to lose the weight. It's not good enough. You must lose the weight and obtain a healthy lifestyle, right? I don't care how you get the weight off. If you choose to get the weight off and it's not a healthy manner, that's fine. That's on you. But please note that if you don't develop a skill, a technique, some type of training, a system to keep the weight off, my loves, you'll just end up back where you came from. When people tell you, I slipped out, I fell off my routine and gained 100 pounds back. The reason why that 100 pounds was able easy to come back because you was on a routine. You didn't change your life. Now you're talking to somebody who's maintaining 470 pounds for 11 years. You realize that, right? Y'all following the wrong people. All of y'all delusions. Y'all following all of y'all doing all the wrong. And I say that because you're following the people that just lost the weight yesterday. All I'm trying to explain to you is I'm trying to make a point here. Losing weight and sustaining weight is not the same thing. Anybody can lose weight. Everybody cannot sustain it because many of the methods that we are choosing is not sustainable. Like the people that tell me they go to the gym 3 times a day because they work from home. What you gonna do when you go back to work and you can't go to the gym 3 times a day to burn the calories that you're trying to outrun from your bad eating habits? Because you can't outrun the kitchen. You can't out weightlift the kitchen. You cannot out cardio the kitchen. I know people think they can. You cannot apple cider vinegar out the kitchen. You cannot laxative out the kitchen. None of those in any of these binging. I'm gonna eat this instead of this. I ain't gonna gain weight. You're still gonna gain the weight. You can't outrun your habits. You have to actually work on them. And many of us will think, oh, I'm going to stop doing A and start doing B. But that's more counter transference. We have to figure out why we was eating the cookies and cakes in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying? Many people say, I go to the gym now instead of eating crazy. But what happens when the gym can't be the coping skill? If you're not careful, you'll just go back to eating. That's why you have to figure out what made that eating your coping skill in the first place. It's not just find something and replace it. It's figure out why it was something that needed to be replaced in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? If I know that when I eat certain items, it makes me feel loved, it's not the gym that's going to correct that. I need to figure out whether it's why I feel unloved. It's not the cookie. It doesn't matter how much sugar I cut out. I can stop eating at 8 p.m. at night. I can go on all the watermelon, milk, cracker, cheese, egg, and butter milk diets I want to. But none of them are going to answer the fact that I feel unloved. Crickets in the room. I thought so. I ain't gonna even bother y'all tonight. Y'all gonna have a good night. I'm gonna get on off here. Crickets in the room. Thought so. I always clock that tea and shut them down. Don't nobody talk when I'm talking about the real stuff because it's hard to hear. It's hard to possibly hear that you think you know everything and you know nothing. That's hard to hear. One of the hardest things I had to do is quit thinking I knew everything. Many people, the reason why you can't get the way up because you think you know everything. You don't know nothing because if you did, you wouldn't still be where you are. That hurts somebody too right there, but take it and receive it. That's the thing we got to understand. If we know all we claim we know, then we wouldn't be in the situation we're in. Think about your situation, especially if you've been in it for a long time. If you know all you think you know, that's why I have so many coaches about in my business because I don't know a lot about this business. I'm still learning. Every day I'm still learning. I'm sitting in the space of experts that do numbers and social media that do investing and medical stuff. I'm sitting in the face of these professionals, these experts. Why? Because I'm not the expert in that area. So I'm gonna go put myself in the place where the experts in the area that I may lack knowledge are. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm trying to figure out how to sustain weight, it's not about me going to find the person that just lost the weight. I need to find the person that's lost the weight, kept the weight off, and has a lifestyle, and she's living a healthy lifestyle. She's not restricting, dying, not eating after 7. Because see, what y'all don't understand is the body doesn't know what any of that is. All of that's a bunch of fluff. When somebody told me, oh, I'm counting calories, I said, when did your body learn how to count calories? She said, what? I said, your body don't even know what it's eating, so what's the... You just starving. Quit calling it counting calories. You're just starving yourself with the purpose of losing weight. That's it. Because your body doesn't know what a calorie is. If it did, then when people eat protein, your body would say, hey, that's protein. That's not what happens. Your body doesn't know it does not know. And I've been saying this on here for years. Your body doesn't know what a calorie is. Many of you say it's your medical conditions, but none of your medical conditions jumped out of your body and picked up food. You did. So see, we go back to that same cycle of responsibility, lack of knowledge, people will perish. And when you don't understand your beast, you can't fix your beast. And when you think you know more than Jesus himself, then you should go solve your own problems and quit asking people. And sometimes it's hard to hear. But I tell that to many clients, I refund their money right back and say, baby, I can't help you because you have all the answers. If you have all the answers, then you don't need me, my team, and our spiritual guidance at all because you got it figured out. You following what I'm saying? But some of us are so deluded that we think we know more than we know, and what we know is old news. Many of us have old information, old bases, old knowledge, and we're still trying to apply old information, old knowledge, and old strategies to new situations, new circumstances, and new skills. We must be willing to evolve into the new version of who we want to be. It's like somebody saying, I don't want to use drugs anymore, but they're going to still sniff coke on the side. Is coke not a drug? Because that's what you would be insinuating. You know what I'm saying? So when we're transition, we can't leave out one major nugget of the transition. You are hitting the head on the nail. We can't leave one nugget out of the transition. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? I used to think all the time, oh, I'm done with my childhood trauma. I don't need to talk about it no more. And then I realized a lot of my eating stemmed from my childhood trauma. So I had to go back and look at those relationships with my adults, my parents, my mom, my dad, that equated some of the feelings that I get that I saw with food. Do y'all understand what I just said? I had to go back, Look at my relationships with my caregivers, my parents, because some of the emotions that made me eat were triggered initially by those relationships, and food, when I became aware, became the soother for that emotion. I know that's deep. Let me get off here. I've been here 25 minutes. God bless y'all. See y'all tomorrow. God bless you. Keep you safe. Send me a message, baby. You know, you still here. You still here. We still rolling. Ain't nothing changed with the rent, baby. Ain't nothing changed with the rent. Ain't nothing changed but the rent, baby. That's all. The paintings on the walls are still the same. The door is still open. The carpet on the floor is still the same. All of it's still the same. Ask Terry. She's been here for 9 years. Ask Terry. She's right there in the same chat as you. Terry, ain't it been like 10 years, though? Ain't it been like since like 2015? Oh, 15 or 14. It's a long time, y'all. More to the story is the paint still on the wall. We got fresh paint, fresh carpet, but it's the doors are still open. It's doors still open. Yep. Yep, 2014. See, that's the thing. It's long. That's what me and her say. We've been together a long time. Long time. And that's why I say, y'all, the very slogan I say, I'm not new to this. You think I am. I'm true to it. You're the one that's not. I'm not new to it. Y'all, I've been doing it. I've been studying, working hard, grinding. I just been doing it in silence. You guys, I'm not real loud. That's one thing you gotta learn about your coach. My noise, my movements will never be loud. It'll never be boisterous. It'll never be bucking. My moves are quiet, swift, quaint, sufficient, pure. That's how we move. We don't move loud, boast like, brag like. We don't have to. We move smooth, peacefully, with serenity, a little spiritualness in it, whole lot of guidance. We move gracefully, quaintly, because we ain't got to be aggressive no more. We understand that at the core of who we are in our eyes is not this mad, angry, aggressive, abused, neglected woman or man. It is a sensitive, loving, understanding, funny, kind, caring, consistent, hardworking, moves with purpose. Yes, Terry. Yes, Terry. That's who we are over here. So you're welcome over here. Always welcome. Never be afraid to click the link in my bio. I keep that number on it. My number's always on. I think it's in my, or text the phone number. My team is literally waiting to serve more people who get it, because everybody don't get it. But for those who get us, hi Juanita, and those who get it, the doors of iRise and Transformation Coaching Firm are always open for those who want to get it and those who get it. Because after doing this for 11 and a half years, one thing I know for certain and two things for sure. Your wellness is never over. And that's the mistake many of you keep making. You keep setting these goals talking about how when I reach 150, I'm done. You're never done being healthy. You're never done considering your weight. You're never done considering your health. I don't care what no one tells you. Because in order for you to stay alive and to stay well and to live a full, sufficient life and to care for your temple, it will require a consistent mindset of addressing your health and wellness. That's why you can't ever make it there. Not meaning you can't ever get to your weight loss goal. What I'm saying is change your mind, change your waistline. If you continue to treat your health and wellness, thank you, Kings. If you continue to treat your health and wellness like it's just something you can hop on and off, then your health and wellness will continue to treat you like you're something it can hop on and off. But when you begin to understand the capacity of which you function and drive and control your body will begin to do the very things you thought it could never do. I hike, I run, I do the splits, I jump up and down, I touch my toes in the air, the things that I'm capable of doing at 47, I could also do when I was younger. But the fact that I'm 47, was paralyzed from the waist down, have died 9 times, had three strokes, 3 heart attacks, and been in comas, 29 blood clots, a massive amount of infections, and every disease and germ you can think of, they've diagnosed me with it. But still I rise. 63 pills a day, but still I rise. because the choice that I made was more important. Queen, you made it. Was more important than the choices they wanted me to make. Sometimes the choice you make is against the grain. Sometimes the choice you're making is against the grain. And if you know the choice you're making is the best choice for you, then you go ahead and rub that grain raw. I will leave y'all with that tonight. Queen O, when I was in an appointment with Janice and you came in, but on Wednesdays we meet at noon. We meet at noon on Wednesdays, boo. I know, right? I'm tired, baby. I'm listening. I got two more. Some night on the long nights, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I be on a hope. Sometimes I have to do my session standing up because I be scared I have to stand up because I need to be on like Queen. It's okay. I knew immediately what happened because you was right on time. You was right on time for tomorrow. You was right on time. You was right on time for the motto. We getting better. You guys, I promise you, I'm totally cool with it. It's a weird time of the year. The holiday season does that to us. My job is to just make sure I keep showing up so that when you guys do make it, I'm there. That's my job. You guys know that. I'm solid. We in this. We in this. We solid. We solid. I know that soon this page will have 60,000 followers. I know, Queen. I know you thought it was Tuesday, just like our other one does. But for now, we continue to love on those who love us. We're not ungrateful. We're looking for our tribe that's looking for us. Yep, we're looking for the tribe that's looking for us. Yep. If you don't know the name of our tribe is I Rise. I realize I'm strong enough because we all are working toward understanding and realizing our own personal strength. We can amaze ourselves if we just give ourselves a chance to amaze ourselves. If we just give ourselves a chance, we will amaze ourselves. If you just do it long enough, if you just get on the vibration plate long enough, you'll see the results that I'm telling you about. If you drink the tea every day, like I tell you, if you do the basic, I give you basic instructions. I don't tell you gotta starve yourself, not eat after 7, don't eat nothing sweet, avoid all the stuff white, stop eating butter, sugar, eggs, milk, stand on your head, shake your booty, wipe your cooch out. I don't ask you to do all that. I tell you do 3 things for me. Add these 3 things into your routine: a vibration plate, my detox tea recipe with the Ionic Supreme, and the resistance bands. Do the meditation that's free on my webpage. On my YouTube, it's free. You do those meditations and those 3 other things. Terry will tell you. I've been talking about this tea, that plate, and meditating for 11 years. Why? Because mind is everything. When you realize the power that you possess between your ears, you are unstoppable. Good night now, yeah.